Hi YouTube, this is Games 15 here talking. This is more of another thank you video. I haven't uploaded for I uploaded last week. Last week was spring break around for my kids and for my job, so I worked more days than nights. So I just decided to take a week off, relax a bit. The game is actually I downloaded it 2 weeks ago. This is Foam Stars on the PS4. It's free for PlayStation Plus. First time playing, I downloaded it, didn't even do anything about it. Just like whatever. Because in between that time, Star Wars came out, which I want to talk about that. I'll talk about it later, but I feel like it's getting the new Star Wars Battlefront collection. I think it's getting a harsh rap. I'm not for sure. Leave in the comments. I'll talk about it more. But this is more of another thank you video for getting me to 100 subscribers. I say that because I can't do without you. And I never really thought about having any like 100 subscribers. Because I think I say literally again, but I never thought, hey, I'm gonna get any far. I'm just gonna talk about games. That's all I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm going to talk about the games I have, see what they look like, see how much they are, now talk about them, maybe do some recommendations. I love recommending games, movies, books, anything. I love reviewing things. Here's a good movie, boom, watch it. Here's the thing, I'm not going to say any more because if you hype it up too much, then the value goes away. It's one of those type things. Games, you could probably, it's hard, a movie you can do that, but a game, it's more like you have to play it. You can just describe the game, the feel, the what it is, first-person shooter, platformer, fighting game, go from there, and it's up to the person to play it. Watching it, you can just keep going on. You know the whole thing. I won't be talking about games. I mean, Foam Stars. I actually watched the beginning longer than I thought. This is on, like, the tutorial. Get this game? I think this is on PlayStation Plus now, but whatever. I guess I wasn't gonna show any games because I still have like I still have tons of PS1 games still left. I do. It's crazy. That is my second most. Well, no, maybe third because I have a lot of PS4 games, maybe PS3. But actually, the most I have is my PS2. I have a whole shelf of that shit, a whole bunch. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you some of the things I put on my shelves upstairs. I used to get into fig pens. I only got 5. Oops. And first, actually, is the Mandalorian. Right there. Actually, I didn't even think about it. I have a cup from him. That's the Mandalorian. There's a Grogu right there. I just have pop there. Pretty cool. I mean, there's really not much to say. You just put it on the shelf and display it. Next is one of my favorite X-Men. I don't really like X-Men that much, but here, Cyclops. He's the kind of guy that gets I always thought he got a bad rap. You know? Wolverine's the better, or whoever. Cyclops just has blast beams out of his mouth. Not mouth. His eyes. You know? Who cares about him? I liked Cyclops. He was actually pretty cool. And, I don't know, he just was a pretty cool guy. I liked him. Next is actually my latest one. I actually got this at GameStop, like maybe... Was it last year? Maybe it was last year. I'm not for sure. Maybe it was maybe January. I'm not for sure. But Spider-Man, for Spider-Man... Yeah, it was, because Spider-Man 2 came out. So, I don't have Spider-Man 2, the game, but here he is right there. So, I don't know if it's a limited edition or not. It was exclusively at GameStop. I just went there one day and picked it up. The next is actually a joke character, and this is what is his name? Sheriff Wiggum from The Simpsons. There he is right there. I love The Simpsons. I grew up watching it, then I went to Family Guy. I love Family Guy. Even like American Dad and Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers, yeah. I'm very comedic. I love comedy stuff, and The Simpsons right there. And I loved him as a character in the show. He's just a buffoonish cop that doesn't do anything. He barely solves anything. just all the things, he's great character, funny, you know. Him and Homer, I think there's an episode where him and Homer get along, something to do with like his underwear. I remember that joke. His underwear has to get like specially made from a village in Africa or something. It's like made out of tarp. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it for a while. Watch The Simpsons and get this. This is pretty cool. The next is actually, I got this. I don't even know where I got this from, but I think maybe my wife gave this to me for Christmas once. Maybe it was. I think it was actually not last Christmas, the year before. She gave me this. Daffy Duck, the Looney Tunes, right there. I love Daffy Duck. He's always the guy next to the comedic style with Bugs Bunny. You know, you always need a guy next to you, like, oh, what's it called? You know, just maybe I'm getting off a tangent and stuff, but it's pretty funny. I always loved a lot of his stuff. He'd get angry, and then Bugs would just sort of fool around with him more, and he was just like, oh, God, and angry and stuff. One of the best episodes is where he's just by himself, and like the artist is doing the things around, and he like rips up the whole like tarp thing or the paper drawing, and that's a very funny episode, of Looney Tunes. Daffy Duck, I love, he's awesome. Here's this is from Makeshift. I ordered this back in November of last year, not joking, because I think it came out, and it finally got here like a week or so ago, and yeah, it's about February, so last part of February, so 3 weeks ago, probably. But it's actually YouTube guy I watch. Oops, fell down. And I think I talked to him before because he plays a lot of fighting games. I'm a big fighting game fan. That's how I found him. It's just, hey, what's this fighting game stuff? And I'm like, bam, it's awesome. And that is Mac McMuscles right here. His plushie from Makeshift right here. Actually, Matt McFighter, as I see on the tag right here. And it's just the skull guy. I guess I don't really know. He's just skull guy from Mac McFighter. That's all. It's more just talk about video games, fighting video games. It's pretty cool actually. I do like. He has the gloves, like the fighting gloves. He has things on his. It's like a pretty awesome feeling. Really nice, thick. It's very detailed. I like it. I didn't know. It came from Vancouver, Canada. So they had like do an import charge or whatever. I'm not for sure exactly. So it took a little while. I'm not for sure. I was like, that's literally right next to Vancouver, like Seattle and all that, like Washington. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'll probably have this in the background. I'll probably put it on my shelf back there once in a while. I'll probably have it back there, just leave it. That's the thing. You buy things just to stand on the shelf and then dust it off once in a while. And that's what this guy's going to be. Put him right here. Other than that, I mean, I'll probably talk about some other stuff and make another video about some of my video games and everything else. But this is more just a follow-up of thanks. Thank you. Thanks for the 100 subscribers. I mean, I never ask, and I've said this point before, I never ask to subscribe. Maybe I'll write it down in the description. I don't know how many people read it. Because sometimes I don't read the descriptions on YouTube I look at, so, but like, I never ask for like, comment, or subscribe. I never do. I hate it. I know, my videos are only 10 minutes. Maybe not even that. Maybe 8 is my maximum, 10 minutes is my maximum, 8 my minimum. Just go do it. Just watch it, off to the next one. I'm just some guy that's talking on a chair. That's all I am. And just, I feel very, like, not proud, but like, whoa, that many people want to watch me talk, like, smile, and sometimes can't stop smiling. I've tried. I'm one of those guys that I have the biggest fucking tail ever. I mean, playing poker, I can do it, but when it comes down to like, joking and stuff, like, no laugh challenge, I'm laughing. I'm losing that goddamn thing, like, all the time. I'm laughing. And that stuff. I do it because when I was a kid, I would get kind of angry when I was a kid. I actually had trouble. And playing video games and watching comedy movies, listening to music, calmed me down. And I loved it. And I grew up with that. And it helped me out. I never really went to therapy or anything. It's just like, hey, watch Naked Gun or Top Secret or any comedy show like that. Or like, play Sonic forever. I love Sonic. because I grew up on Sega, and talking to people helps me out a lot. It calms me down and everything else. And doing this is awesome. I love doing it. And I tell my wife, I'm like, hey, watch the video I just made. And she's like, oh, all right, fine, whatever. It's like, she doesn't really care. She knows the games I have. She lives with me. And my daughter too. So again, thank you for 100. What was this? Games. The last one was the Mr. Hunt, the 100 guy. Games for Retro Games for Life. I think that's what his name was. He commented on there. And thanks for being 100. That was awesome. I hope you see this. And that's it. I mean, I like to see a little more views, I guess, on some of these. Like, I see the singing and shredding. I have no idea why I did that. I thought, hey, let's make a shredding video. Because I love shredding paper while singing. It's comedy. It's gold. It's gold. No one does that. And it barely got anything. I'm like, well, I guess I better maybe step that up a bit. I don't know. But after that, pretty awesome. And I don't know what I'm talking about. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Maybe we'll get to 200. I don't know. I never, like I said, never set out to do anything more than just talk about games. That's it. And that's it for this video. I'll see you later, YouTube.